At this particular time, Christianity, the church, is at something of a crossroads in Europe. And that's true for all kinds of reasons. To some extent, the European populations have abandoned the very story, the Christian story, that brought the whole of European culture into being and have provided so many of the good things that have made Europe the kind of place in which many people would like to live. At the same time, many other faiths are arriving, huge new populations. And in the face of all these challenges, the church has struggled and declined in many ways. In the midst of all this, there are many leaders who are ready to face the new challenge of mission, but in being ready, they're also looking for help. They're looking for ideas, they're looking for imagination, and they're looking for tools.
Most of the organisations that currently have trained people for pastors and teachers, people who basically go into more maintenance forms of church, and that's needed, but in our day the situation requires that we have a much more pioneering, innovative, apostolic, if you will, form of leadership.
Without training, it's very difficult to make disciples, and I first have to get equipped in order to reproduce what I have been taught.
As a mission organisation, we're concerned to equip Christian leaders through training in all kinds of other ways by providing the tools needed for mission.
When you've been around the block a few times, you can forget why you went round in the first place. And I thought it would be helpful to take a step out and remind myself of some of the things that were very important and foundational in trying to help establish church and churches.
I think one of the things that I've learned is the enormity of the challenge facing us as a congregation. I lead a church in the town that I live, and the way in which there needs to be radical change in terms of our thinking and our practice.
Courses of this nature are really helpful because it challenges us to grow. It challenges us to change where we need to change.
I found the lecture and the lecture days actually extremely interesting, great interaction with fellow students and really good lecturers. I think you cover a massive amount of material really, which can't be helped, but it's extremely interesting, engaging, interactive, all those kind of things, lots of fun as well.
It's not just you sitting in a room and reading some books, but you have the benefit of different people's opinions and insights and wisdom and experience. And I learn much better that way than I do sitting on my own with a pile of books.
It has changed my orientation. It has changed my perception about ministry in the Western world. And above all, I'm much more better equipped, much more fulfilled, and looking forward to a glorious future ahead of me.